WHAS 11 Weather First.
Well, not the weather we hope for this 4th of July weekend. You've likely heard the many rumbles of thunder. Check out this video from Shepherdsville this afternoon. Intense rain taking tree limbs to the ground and on the roadways there. Also, this tree down on South Preston Highway, also in Shepherdsville. Our photojournalist Jessica Farley capturing these photos for us tonight. Hello, everyone. I'm Isaiah Kim Martinez. We are weather aware tonight as Kentuckiana is on a severe thunderstorm watch. Meteorologist Christina San Juan is timing out when we may start to see some relief here. Christina.
Well, it has at least given us a little bit of relief from the heat out there when that rain passes on through. However, we are still dealing with a couple severe thunderstorm warnings at this point across the WHAS 11 viewing area. Right now across Shelby County, right over you folks in Shelbyville, you can expect more rumbles of thunder, lightning, and then wind gusts up to about 60 miles per hour and hail about 1 inch in diameter, which is right around quarter size as that races off to the east around 45 miles per hour. So it'll be near you folks in Hooper. Just in the next minute or so. Christiansburg about 5 minutes, 6:40 to you in Consolation, 6:46 in Benson. Now the wider view of the metro shows us just a lot of rain, and I think that's the way we're going to roll here into the next couple of hours, just on and off rain showers for us. However, down to the south, we don't have severe warnings on this storm that's over E-Town stretching up to Mount Washington. However, it is on the strong side and bringing quite a bit of gusty wind and a lot of lightning as that continues to pass off to the east as well. Our attention will now turn off to our west, where we have more storms that we're going to have to be contending with into the rest of the evening. That's why we have this watch out until 9 o'clock. So I'll detail all of that out coming up here in about 15 minutes. Isaiah.
Christina, thank you so much. Now we're already seeing some of the impact from those storms moving through Kentuckiana. Right now, LG&E is reporting nearly 1,700 customers are without power in Jefferson County. Many of those are in the east end, Jeffersontown. And as this weather continues to move through our area, you can stay updated on the latest by downloading our weather app on your phone, WHAS 11 app right there on your screen. Now to our top story here at 6:30, crews working to clean up debris and restore power to homes in the Russell neighborhood. That's after a TARC bus crashed into a barber shop. Multiple people sent to the hospital. Police believe a car ran a red light and struck the TARC bus, causing it to swerve into a utility pole before hitting the building. Connor Steffen went out to the scene speaking to those who saw the scary collision.
Well, line crews continue to make progress here at the scene as most in the Russell neighborhood have seen their power restored after a terrible accident. Passing by Market and 22nd Street, a sight so stunning you can't help but look on. Front car bumpers, wires, debris strewn across the roadway. A TARC bus being carted off after crashing into a local business, Clippa City Barbershop. Both LMPD and TARC officials say the bus was hit by an oncoming driver who they believe ran a red light.
It was very loud. It was really loud.
Nakia Murphy saw the accident play out on her way to the store and just feet from where it happened.
It was really scary. It was really scary for me because once the accident actually happened and we were all over there trying to get the people out the car.
Murphy was with her sister Kimberly at the time.
It's sad. I hope the barbershop has insurance. A lot of damage caused because of negligence.
LMPD tells us 2 passengers and the bus driver were sent to the hospital. No one was seriously hurt. Neighbors are thankful, but say the loss of this beloved business is heartbreaking.
That man had lost his business just because of the guy about him driving like he was on a racetrack.
This is what's left of that Russell neighborhood barbershop tonight. A reminder of the impacts reckless driving can have. In the Russell neighborhood, Connor Steffen, WHAS 11 on your side.
We now know the name of the man killed early Saturday morning in the Phoenix Hill neighborhood. The Jefferson County Coroner's Office says William Grant died after he was shot at Dosker Manor on East Muhammad Ali. LMPD says they responded to the shooting just after 12:30 Saturday morning. When officers arrived, they found Williams in critical condition. He was rushed to the hospital, but later died of his injuries. And the community is also grieving the loss of Ashley Yates. She's the woman the Jefferson County coroner identified that died or who died at Westport Village after being shot and killed Friday night. Linden police responded to the shooting at 8 p.m. Friday and said bystanders were attempting to help Yates when officers arrived. LMPD's homicide unit is handling the investigation. We've seen Yates's family receive an outpouring of support on social media. Anyone with information about either of these shootings is encouraged to call LMPD's anonymous tip line. That's 574-LMPD. And LMPD has also made an arrest in another deadly shooting from Friday, a call that didn't initially come in as a shooting. Police say they were called to a home on Cambridge Drive to reports of an overdose. The victim, Gwendolyn Smith, was transported to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. During an autopsy, it was revealed Smith had suffered a gunshot wound to the chest. Court documents say Charles Webster admitted he was holding a handgun in the basement of the home. That's when police say the gun went off, causing the bullet to go through the ceiling to the first floor, hitting Smith. Webster has now been charged with reckless homicide. And Kentucky is on the cusp of implementing sports betting across the state after it was legalized in this last legislative session. However, after 4 NFL players, including 2 Indianapolis Colts, were suspended for betting on games, the future of sports betting in the U.S. could be altered. Nathaniel Groh with Indiana University says these suspensions are significant for the game and the trajectory of sports betting, or the sports betting industry. Groh claims these suspensions indicate how difficult it will be for leagues to continue to enforce their gambling restrictions for players, coaches, umpires, and referees.
Ease with which people can now place bets on sporting events, right from their phone in their hand, makes it equally easy for, players to place a bet in the locker room, as, some of these allegations have suggested. And so if leagues are serious about preventing their players from gambling for a variety of different reasons that, would motivate them to not want their players to engage in this activity.
The 2 Colts suspended for betting, Isaiah Rodgers and Rashad Berry, have now been cut from the team. The Colts GM Chris Ballard saying, quote, "The integrity of the game is of the utmost importance," end quote. He says the team will continue to educate players, coaches, and staff on their policies. And right here in Kentucky, the process to set up sports betting has begun. Governor Andy Beshear anticipates the Horse Racing Commission will meet this month to vote on the first set of emergency regulations to launch the industry right here. The governor said he has set a goal to have a system in place by the start of the NFL season.
Well, I am thrilled at the speed at which sports betting is moving. Listen, our Horse Racing Commission is doing a great job. All the partners are working in good faith, but the governor's office is right there with them, both contributing substantively, but also reminding everyone each day that we have to get this done under that timetable.
Sports wagering supporters say it's estimated to generate about $23 million a year in tax revenue and licensing fees. Kentucky leaders are working to bridge the digital divide here with a new investment to expand internet access across the Commonwealth. The federal government is giving Kentucky more than $1 billion to bring high-speed internet to places where there is either no internet or slow service. The U.S. Secretary of Commerce says there are about 300,000 households in Kentucky, particularly in remote areas that need better access. Now that the funding is announced, Kentucky leaders will put together a plan to expand that access.
We'll work with them over a few months to perfect the plan and really make sure we have everyone. We are on a mission to find everyone, and make sure everyone is connected to high-speed, high-quality, affordable internet. So there'll be another few months where we'll work back and forth on the plan, and then we'll start putting the money out the door.
Governor Beshear says Kentucky will match the $1 billion with money from the private and nonprofit sectors.